Hey guys, and welcome to episode. Stop. We talked about this. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 21 of How to Be a 3D Animator. This one's gonna be a super simple one. We're gonna be making a turntable. Someone in one of the previous videos suggested this in the comment section, and I was like, how the heck have I not made one on this topic? We're gonna be covering how to make a turntable with two different methods. You can actually use a turntable to show off your texturing, your modeling, or if you have a cycle animation you want to show off, you can show that off as well. But yeah, let's not drag this on. Let's hop into this week's video. Okay, so the first method we're going to cover is a tool that Maya offers itself. This tool creates a camera that rotates 360 degrees around your target object. So let's go ahead and see how this works exactly. I'm going to select the object I want to rotate around, which is this beautiful pedestal. I'm going to change this to animation. Go to visualize, create turntable. We're going to click the box right beside it. Open this up, and let's say we want it to be 160 frames, 160. We want it to rotate clockwise, so we have clockwise checked, and turntable. Now, if we press play, we are rotating. We have a camera essentially rotating around the character. So as you guys can see here, we have perspective view, and over here it created a turntable camera for us. So when we go to panels, perspective, we have two things. We have two different cameras, the perspective camera and the turntable camera. So this is literally as simple as it gets, but the one thing you guys will notice is that the character eases into the spin and then slowly eases out again, and that's not really what you want when you're showing a turntable. You want it to keep looping seamlessly. So we're going to do two things. We're going to go to our outliner. We're going to click group 1, which is a new camera that just got created. So we created a group. So if we open this up, yeah, the turntable camera's in there. So we're going to click group 1, and in the graph editor, as you see, the curve is essentially an S shape, but for it to be a seamless loop, we need it to be linear. So we're going to click the linear button, and we're also going to do one more thing. We're going to make it 159 frames, because if it's 160, it reaches the same point and then we see two of the same frame. So we're going to press play now, and it should be a seamless loop. Okay, it's about to reset, and yep, you don't even notice it. Cool, so that's one way. Again, this way what it does is it rotates around the camera, so your lighting could change depending on whether you're behind the camera or behind the character or in front of the character. Okay, so for the second method, we're going to create a camera. Now I'm going to change this perspective to the camera perspective. Find a nice angle, we'll say this one right here. And now I'm actually going to select our pedestal. Go to wireframe and select the master control of the character. So you have to make sure it's the master control. Make sure we're on animation. Go to constraint, parent, and now the pedestal should rotate the character. Now what we can do is go to frame 1, set a key, go to frame 160 again, change rotate Y to 360, set another key, go back to 159, so we're ending a frame early, and let's see what we have in our camera view. Unselect everything, press play, and there we go. Now this way we keep the same lighting, but the character actually rotates around from our original perspective. Because in the previous version, in the previous technique, the camera rotates around the character, but in this version, the character rotates and the camera stays still, so you keep the same exact lighting. Now again, like the previous one, we need it to be linear, so we're going to go ahead and click the pedestal, go to our graph editor, and click the linear button to make sure everything is linear. And now it should be rotating and looping seamlessly. So that about covers this video. Next video I'll be exploring how to render this turntable, including lighting and wireframe render. So you better smash that like button. You better hit the sub button, stay notified of our weekly videos, because YouTube's telling me 60% of you guys aren't subscribed. So, anyways, before we end this video, I wanted to give a shout out to my beautiful Patreons, Bill and Michael. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much. I'll be adding the source file of videos to Patreon now, if it makes sense for the video. So the Patreons will have access to that as well, on top of the animation handbook, which I will be updating soon and probably monthly. And I have some other cool ideas in the works for the Patreon system. It is a couple month project, I'm thinking, for Patreon, so I will slowly be updating it as time goes on. Okay, so with that out of the way, happy animating, and I will see you guys in the next video.